We are going to talk a little bit more now, though, about what's next when it comes to the park board with the ABC sweep in Vancouver, of that board as well. And joining us to talk about that is Scott Jensen, an incoming ABC Park Board Commissioner. Even just when I promoted the fact that you were coming on the show, we got calls to our buzz line, and I got email from people saying they want to know what this park board is going to do with Stanley Park. Do you have a plan for Stanley Park?
We do have a plan for Stanley Park. We're going to be working quickly to ensure Stanley Park is fully accessible to all park users. We're taking into consideration that we are moving into the winter, and so this is a good time for us to start removing some of the temporary barriers that are in place throughout Stanley Park. With that, we are going to be reopening access from Beach Avenue to vehicle traffic, and we're going to be working to deliver an engineered solution that will allow both a permanent bike lane and 2 full lanes of vehicle traffic. We are fully committed to making Stanley Park fully accessible and usable for everyone.
Is there space to do 2 full lanes of traffic and a bike lane that's not on the seawall portion of the park?
At the moment, we're going to just be going to kind of that pre-pandemic Stanley Park configuration. So that is 2 lanes of traffic, and the cycling portion where it's divided would be around Stanley Park beside the pedestrian on top of the seawall. But moving through the winter, we're going to look at areas where we can provide a protected permanent bike lane, so that cyclists who choose to use the interior bike route will be able to have areas where they will have that protection. Now, during our campaign, we talked a lot to cyclists, and the ongoing message that we heard was that cycling up the hill from the bottom portion of the roadway up to Prospect Point was an area of concern where they felt that was necessary to have a divided protected lane. And that's something that we're going to work with our park board partners in ensuring that that's probably one of the areas that will be addressed during the winter, so that, again, that may mean that we merge 2 lanes into one at that one portion. So there'll be 1 lane there and 1 bike lane. At that area of the park, though, there is no parking lots that need to be accessed. There's no businesses that would be affected by that. And that's our main concern, is to ensure that parking is available for those users that need to access that park by car. Further, we want to make sure that all of the businesses within the park are accessible, and that as we move into the spring and summer, that residents and tourists who visit Stanley Park will be accessing those areas through means if they wish to take a bus or take a car, or if they wish to cycle but want to cycle with some safety.
Right. So just to clarify, so will you be then restoring parking as well as accessible parking that was lost in the current configuration?
Correct.